it's Jennifer with Jennifer at Home, and I'm here with Alan, and today we wanted to do a special video about skin cancer. We are on our way to the clinic, to the dermatology clinic where Alan goes, and he's going to have a procedure today. This is one of a few that he's had where he's had to have some things tested and removed, and they found some cells that are cancerous, precancerous? Squamous cells on basically right on his side of his hairline right here, and so they're going to be taking that off and checking it, and then they'll go back and check some more and see how it goes until they make sure they have completely removed all of the dangerous cells. So we want to do a special about this today in the video, so kind of a pre-warning for everyone to take very special care of their skin and be very cautious about their time in the sun and their sun exposure. So we'll keep you posted. I'll do a little update in just a little while, and I'll let you know the progress along the way.
Things seem to be going all right. They got most of it on the first one. They had to come back the second time, and they took a little bit more. And they took a laser thing and like sealed it all up. So we're waiting on the second biopsy to come back, and then we'll see whether we're done. If everything's good, they'll just put a couple of stitches in, they said, and then we'll be able to go home.
Well, Alan and I just returned home from the dermatologist appointment. He did a really great job. It was far more intense than I realized it was going to be. They took one portion off, and then they took it and put it through the microscope and determined that there was still more skin cancer, squamous cells there. So they came back and took another portion away and took that to the microscope as well. And then after that, they determined that they had gotten all of the bad cancerous cells, and then it was time to get him all stitched up and fixed up and ready to go home. I'm going to show you a progression of the healing of Alan's surgical spot, and we'll see how he's healed up and how everything looks once he's all better. The entire purpose of this video is to bring about the awareness of skin cancer. Skin cancer can be very, very serious and even deadly. So if you have anything that you need to get checked, an unusual spot or something that concerns you, or a little injury that doesn't get better, it could be a skin cancer. So be sure and check with your doctor and ask your doctor if it's something that you should be concerned about. Some of you were so very kind and inquired about bandages that Alan had on his hands in a couple of recent videos, and it was because he had to have samples taken, so they did biopsies on his hands because the doctor was very concerned that it could be skin cancer. Well, happily it was taken care of, and now we have this larger spot now that he has had checked and surgically removed. And so we'll keep you updated and let you know how everything's going at the end of this video. I'm going to add a list here of things that you can do to help in the prevention of skin cancer. I hope that you take a minute to review this list, and I hope that you realize just how easy and simple these things are, the little changes you can make in your life to protect yourself and your skin from this terrible, deadly disease. Here are a few very simple, easy tips to follow in order to help prevent skin cancer. Wear hats, sunglasses, and protective clothing. Apply sunscreen 30 minutes before going outside in the sun. If going out and about, make sure you take your sunscreen with you. Be sure to reapply your sunscreen every 3 hours. Make sure to reapply your sunscreen after sweating or swimming. If at all possible, make sure to play or stay in the shade. When hosting guests outside, make sure that you always have an adequate place for them to retreat from the sun. Make sure you have a shady spot for your guests. I hope these tips, suggestions, and reminders were very helpful. And here's how Alan is doing after 5 weeks. He has a very minimal scar, and he's continuing to heal and is looking good. I truly appreciate you being here for this very serious, important video. I hope that you'll take note of these suggestions and ideas to protect yourself. I would be so happy if you subscribe, hit the notification bell, and the thumbs up button, and I'll see you next time.